Category 5 monster with winds of 185 miles an hour. The worst case scenario that you could possibly imagine for those poor people in Jamaica, areas in the red. That is going to be the area that we see the most significant threat for the severe weather, and it's going to eventually push its way down into Houston. Rapid intensification, that's when hurricanes wind speeds increase anywhere from 35 miles an hour or more in just 24 hours. So again, tonight, it's pretty clear outside. Not a bad night to have a good barbecue celebrating the Texans' first win of the season. In terms of tornadoes, when you do get a tornado warning, make sure you do have a safe place. For most of us, we do not have basements, so it is going to be an interior room or closet. Beautiful day right now in Houston, Texas, but in 12 hours, things are going to change dramatically. We're talking about Arctic air and that potential for ice across most of the city. Now, this jacket right here is not going to be enough. And of course, I'll have the timeline for you guys coming up next. Our roofs being ripped off, multiple houses, multiple cars being flipped. Again, it takes a lot of wind to do things like that. Rain is finally returning to our forecast, along with a cold front coming in next weekend. We'll break all of that down and have your 7-day coming up next. Take a look at this giraffe. You see how he's just kind of standing there, not really moving much? Well, that's one of the ways that they stay cool. We are going to be seeing another front next Saturday, so very similar to what we saw this weekend, except we actually have rain in our forecast. 12 inches or a foot near Weatherford, 7 inches near Cleburne, almost 5 inches in Dallas proper. These are areas that, again, do not usually receive snow. Good evening, I'm your meteorologist Khalil Ray, and right now it is beautiful as we're heading towards that sunset. As temperatures start to decrease, start to get closer to that dew point, that's when you get some of that saturation, and that's how you get clouds. It's not going to be quite a washout, but you do want to keep that umbrella with you as you make your way out the door. It's not spring, it's not fall, it's not winter. This is the middle of summer, the hottest time of year, and these are the temperatures that we're seeing.
Incredibly humid. Let's hear a little more about what the weather is going to be looking like tonight. Khalil?
Yeah, honestly, guys, it's not looking too bad for the rest of the night. Most of us starting to clear out. As a matter of fact, taking a look at downtown Houston, you notice you only got a few clouds outside. Otherwise, pretty blue skies. You see the pretty nice clear view of the downtown skyline. See this giraffe getting ready to head inside. He was out here for a couple minutes, but he's like, yeah, I can't take that. Here in Greater Houston, we continue to see population growth with nearly 8 million people now calling the city home. Now, of course, with that population growth, you get development. Things like asphalt, concrete, cars, buildings, all what you usually see in an urban environment. These may contribute to why it feels hotter here than if you're out in the country somewhere, and what scientists consider as the urban heat island effect. Good afternoon, Houston. I'm student meteorologist Khalil Ray, and as you can take a look behind me, we have a beautiful day outside right now in Houston. Maybe got a couple of higher clouds overhead, but overall blue skies. And taking a look at that Southwest Freeway, it is moving along just fine, no traffic problems, nothing like that. So everything is all good right now. And the temperatures, they are still a little bit chilly, but they are manageable. Sitting here in Houston, 56 degrees, 58 in Sugar Land, 52 up there in Brenham, but overall it's not very cold. It's still manageable. You can definitely walk your dogs or go on a nice jog. And if you are planning to do that, we are expecting the temperatures to drop just so slightly to about 53 degrees by 5 o'clock. However, we are expecting to drop into the 40s by 7 o'clock and in the 30s by later on tomorrow morning. Our forecast lows for the rest of tonight, we are expecting to be about 35 degrees in Houston, 32 up in Livingston. Conroe, you are unfortunately expected to be below freezing at 28 degrees. But again, we are starting to get warmer and warmer as we go on throughout today and Thursday, and expecting to reach about a low of 38 degrees on Friday before we do have that front that's going to push through, drop us right back down to below freezing, and a hard freeze is expected on Sunday morning. So definitely keep those plants covered and definitely keep those pipes wrapped up very well to keep them from bursting. But after that cold freeze or hard freeze, we are expected to reach up to about 34 degrees and not expected to see freezing temperatures afterwards either. So here's what the weather pattern looks like right now. We have this high pressure that is sitting over us, and what that's doing is that's keeping those clouds away from us. That's why we're seeing some of those really nice and beautiful skies, and temperatures are pretty mild as well. But that's going to change over the next few days as we are going to have that high pressure is going to move east we're going to have this low pressure that's going to come on down, bring us a very, very strong cold front. That's what's going to drop us below freezing and bring some clouds and wind with us, even maybe about a 10% chance of rain. Not expecting much there, but overall, you get the gist. It's going to be really cold outside. Definitely bring a coat with you if you are, unfortunately, have to make that commute Saturday or Sunday to church. Now, after that boost through, we are going to warm back up again. Again, it's not going to be a very prolonged event as we saw before, but we are expected a very strong cold front to come through Friday into Saturday, and that's going to drop us back down into the 40s. Temperature is going to be in the 20s in the morning before we do rebound again very nicely by Sunday back to about 52 degrees. Now, I want to show you guys exactly the national map right now. The current temperatures across the area: 23 in New York City, 11 in Columbus, 14 in Chicago. And you see this purple right here in Grand Forks? It's going to be 1 degree right now. Now we're expecting that cold air in Grand Forks. That's going to eventually make its way down south into the southeast. We're going to get, I guess, we're going to get nipped a little bit by it, but we're not going to receive the full brunt of this cold, which is why we're only seeing maybe 1 or 2 mornings dealing with that cold, but most of it's going to be to the east of us. So areas like Disney World, yes, you are going to be really cold. Not going to be a great time to actually go there. Sorry for people who did book their vacation. But overall, like I said before, cold front comes through Friday into Saturday. That's going to be the cold days. Then we're going to rebound very quickly right back into the 60s. And then we're going to see some rain chances start to return by next Wednesday and Thursday, along with some decent temperatures and humidity. So for more weather updates, check us out at click2houston.com or our KPRC2 weather app.